So what is up, INDYCAR fans? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, and today we have a really special diecast review to showcase on this channel because let's just say this guy is going to be starting on the pole position for the 108th running of the Indianapolis 500 next Sunday on NBC. Today it is going to be on Scott McLaughlin's 2023 Pennzoil, nicknamed the Yellow Submarine Chevrolet Delar for Team Penske and the NTT INDYCAR Series. Wow, this car right here is pretty much one of the most iconic liveries, not only for INDYCAR history, but also for the Indianapolis 500. We'll be getting on to more of this in a second, guys, but an absolutely immaculate packaging design that we got from Greenlight Collectibles, even though this is a 2023 car. And on the back, we got ourselves the trading card information. If you guys want to read all that, so pause the video and let's go ahead and start the unboxing and official diecast review of the fastest guy in Indianapolis 500 qualifying history, Scott McLaughlin. And alrighty, folks, we got this diecast out of its box, and yeah, I don't think I stuttered when I said that this guy set the fastest lap for the Indianapolis 500 qualifying, like literally an average of 2:34. This guy and majority of Team Penske for 2024 were absolutely fast. As I'm literally recording this, like literally after the qualifying results, but really cool to see this car up front. If you guys aren't aware, though, I'm also going to be attending my 9th Indianapolis 500, so that's always going to be a pleasure to see. That's kind of basically what my vacation is around this time of the motorsports season, but god dang, dude, let me tell you what, the Yellow Submarine car is something I've still yet to witness, to see in person in Victory Lane. I've seen it multiple times, but man, let's just say that this is going to be an exciting diecast to get. I mean, they actually made a 2022 version of this, but I didn't really pick it up. But it's pretty much the exact same colors. But I will be showcasing you guys a very interesting side-by-side comparison of some of the years that we've had the Yellow Submarine car in diecast form. I'm sure all you Elio Castagnetfans fans who are watching, you are going to be quite intrigued on this, but yeah, anybody who is a big fan of the Pennzoil car, whether you're coming from, you know, the V8 supercars like Scott McLaughlin or the stock cars like NASCAR, this one right here is something I would probably absolutely 100 and I guess you could say 3% recommend, because this is such an iconic livery, man. But what's really cool about these Penske diecasts is that they also have the nice little chrome reels. We also got the chrome suspension and also the Team Penske logo right there on the rear diffuser. Also, you got some chrome parts right there where the rear exhaust ports are, and also the suspension. So I think that's just that's another reason why I love collecting these Penske diecasts. Even though I got one gripe to say about this car is that yes, this is running the outdated Indianapolis 500 tires. I know those were no longer a thing after what was it, after 2022. But Greenlight, I guess, didn't got the memo for that. But hey, it's it's still pretty cool. I mean, the cool thing about these is that these are rubber tires, guys. And you guys think I'm joking? Well, I'm going to show you guys. Well, hopefully this is not going to be an indication of what's going to happen to Scott McLaughlin during next week's race. Really hope not, but heck, if that ends up coming true, then I don't know. I should probably be a jinxer like like my good buddy Darian. But anyways, guys, this is a really cool car. I mean, I know I've reviewed a lot of Scott McLaughlin diecast on my channel before, which if you guys are new, as you guys know, I mostly review NASCAR stuff, but I am a huge INDYCAR collector as well. So if you guys like some INDYCAR diecast content, we got a lot of more of these coming out soon for, I guess you could say, for our little mini Indy 500 week. But yeah, Greenlight Collectibles they have been the diecast manufacturer who has made these cars, and we're getting a few stock cars made from them as well, which I'll probably make an update video about that. But getting back to this, I mean, as you guys can see, it is a Pennzoil livery, and this was nicknamed the Yellow Submarine because, well, it's the 40th anniversary of a very special win for an Indianapolis 500 winner, along with Rick Mears, and I think, like a few others that tagged along with the Yellow Submarine and pretty much made it famous. Hey, it is still really cool, Matt, that they're doing that, and believe it or not, guys, because of that, we are actually good. Scott McLaughlin's going to be driving a nice little special driver. He's going to be actually using the official race suits that Rick Mears actually had during that winning year, which, of course, he won the Indianapolis 500 twice. I mean, you guys know he's a 4-time winner, but half of those wins came in this beautiful Yellow Submarine livery. But yeah, dude, I mean, this is just I could go on and on about how cool this livery is, even though we have seen so many die-cast representations of this car. So, of course, I don't have the 2021 car with me, but let's go back to the year 2020 because, heck, the previous driver of this car, we got ourselves Helio Castroneves, and you guys can see there are some slight differences in the paint scheme. Of course, you do see the logos are a lot more bigger, actually, on the aero screen now that I think about it, but pretty much exactly just like how it's been. So the last 3 versions of this car, they have been pretty much the same, just with different sponsors. But definitely it's still gonna be a cool car to get regardless. You can see, I mean, 2020, the 2023 variant. And now getting on to 2018, which I think probably is my least favorite because the yellow does look pretty off on this. By the way, there's a big ass paint chip right there. So yeah, that was a big factory error. Remember when the INDYCARs had no aero screens, so that was pretty something. But some odd reason, the 2018 version, you see it looks a lot more duller. I don't know what Greenlight did, but this is by far the worst yellow submarine car that I've seen, in my opinion. So it shows that Greenlight's not really good with quality either. Big yikes. But probably now going on to one of my favorite comparisons is that this livery I'm showing you guys is the 2016 Aero Kits. You guys remember when we had the Aero Kits with INDYCAR. But what's really cool about this one from Helio Castroneves is that, well, probably had a good shot at winning in this car. But as you guys can see, I mean, the Pennzoil logo is a lot more different. They went with like a throwback Pennzoil logo. For some odd reason, they decided to modernize it and actually give us the current logo. I don't mind that, but it kind of misses that pizzazz of a throwback, you know, even though we've seen this livery on several decades of just great history with this car. I mean, heck, God, feel free to comment below what has been your favorite yellow submarine driver who has driven this car. Even if they're not a 500 champion, I really want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on that. But yeah, the bumper guards, remember these things? Oh lord, the INDYCARs definitely had an identity crisis during this time. But I think the best one to showcase the last, which I'm sure is going to upset a lot of people from the year 2014. This guy, Helio Castroneves, which this one was made by Auto World, which, fun fact, you actually find the Auto World diecast at Target, so they're still using this chassis. One cool thing about these is that, yeah, the tires do look really cheap, but they put a driver figure on this. So it was one only year that Auto World made INDYCAR diecasts, and kind of still has that same yellow problem that we had with the 2018 version. But still, dude, if none of you guys have any of these versions of a yellow submarine car, or even a Rick Mears or Johnny Rutherford car, I would say you guys need to go out and get this thing right away because it's going to be a hot seller. I mean, I think it is going to be a hot seller right now, so probably is a good reason why I mean, I don't predict the future, guys, but I'm kind of glad I had this diecast with me, which I got from my good buddies at Gutswear Racing, but I'm sure my good buddies at Spoiler Diecast will hook you guys up on that. But feel free to comment below the $1 million question of the day. Will Scott McLaughlin join his Penske teammates and get it Indianapolis 500? We saw it happen with Simon Pagenaud, Joseph Newgarden, of course, Helio Castroneves, and Will Power as well. I mean, when you're in Team Penske, you have to accomplish one thing, and that is not only winning championships, winning races, but you got to be guaranteed you're going to be in a shot for the Indianapolis 500. I feel like this could be the year for Scott McLaughlin, but we'll see what happens. Usually when you win the pole, you usually don't win the race. That hasn't been done for quite a while now. But want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions about that. This is going to wrap up the diecast review of Scott McLaughlin's 2023 Yellow Submarine Pennzoil Chevrolet Dallara for Team Penske and the NTT INDYCAR Series season. Comment, like, subscribe. This has been OBB, the Diecast News Guy, and I am going to go ahead and, I don't know, I guess I'm going to indie my way out of here to another one of these Diecast reviews.